Hi, everybody. It's time again for the MikeyNAl podcast. I'm Mikey.
And I'm Al.
And I'm Nick.
And we're in a new studio, right?
We are in a
new studio. A little, what do you
setting,
think?
New surroundings.
Yeah, new surroundings.
Yeah.
It's going to take a minute to get used to, but I think it's going to be excellent in the long run.
Yep. We're moving up.
We got flesh-colored walls, like you had mentioned. I think we got some drywall falling off, but, give it a week. I think we'll be okay.
It's definitely a step up.
It really is.
Because we were recording in a, an in-between room?
In a shithole.
In-between room. Thank you, Nick. A shithole. Yes. Compared to a lot of homes, probably so, but...
No. It was really cool.
Oh, thank you, guys. Anyway, so what's been going on? Oh, I read last week Britney Spears.
What happened?
So she's in the news again.
Is she freed? Because I know her father had her captive.
Yeah. I think she got out of that shit. I think
did.
she buried him under, she really crucified him.
Really?
Think about how fucked up that is. So she's out there, talking about her own father, but then she's saying her father basically took all of her money and shit. So I sort of think it worked itself out in the end. But she is a little out there. Yeah. I mean, you got to be honest.
I think her father had her, captive. Owned her as an entity. Like that,
You mean on paper or what?
On paper, everything, the whole bit in corporate form and then in personal form. You know what I mean? Because she was deemed
he controlled the checkbook is what he did.
And the psychiatrist, from what I hear.
Well, remember when she shaved her head? Remember that?
Yeah.
Right out of the blue, and that was big news, right?
Well, that was because of the Illuminati.
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I've been told.
I tell you what, though. It is so interesting that any kind of celebrity, this little thing right here, what happened to her is, so she's got a whole security team. I think she's doing some kind of a thing in Vegas, where the stars go out there and they have what's called a residency or whatnot.
Okay.
So they get big bucks. They don't have to fly everywhere and whatever. So she's going into this restaurant. I think the name of it is Catch. And there's this new NBA sort of quote-unquote guy. I can't think of his name, Bimby or whatever his name is. But he's part of the Spurs, and this guy's 7'5". So apparently she wanted to get his attention, maybe get his autograph.
Uh-huh.
So she's saying she tapped on his shoulders, and a security guy basically took her hand or whatever, or slapped her hand away, and she slapped herself in the face.
Really?
So, so she's freaking out about that.
And she slapped herself in the face?
I guess the way the security guard pushed her hand, it turns out she said that the security guard slapped her, but I guess, or at least slapped her hand. And then apparently what happened was they looked at the security footage, and he sort of hit her hand back, but she hit herself in the face. So for some oddity, they didn't go forward with charges.
Are they?
No, she's Britney Spears. They're not going to go forward with charges. But think about this shit, though. Here she is with the security team, right?
Yeah.
Now you think because I remember doing security for your pops, and we were going places and whatnot. I can't remember or think of an instance, if you got a big security team, why the fuck didn't that security team step up and say, hey, it could have been like a battle of the security teams.
I guess so, yeah. Then they're kind of ex-special forces versus ex-special forces, bodyguards.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
And then if one wins, does the other one get to beat the shit out of the other one's celebrity?
That's how it should be.
Yeah, something like that.
It could be a celebrity security team match-off. That would be pretty cool to see.
Place bets.
Did you ever...
But this just made news. It's not blowing up into any kind of a...
it sort of went viral. And
really?
Yeah. And then I saw another thing. She posted on online. She tried to sort of talk about it and give her feelings on it. And then there was one line that says, I don't feel equal in this country. Meaning, I guess, the way she was treated. And I'm like, listen... First of all, you're blonde.
Yeah.
You got blue-green eyes.
Yeah.
You're a fucking superstar.
Yep.
You're a multi-millionaire.
Yep.
How the fuck do you not feel equal? If you're not equal, who is?
Yeah. If anything, she's probably been treated like more than.
Yeah.
But But then again, she is kind of like a media.
She is. She's
right, like an attraction to the paparazzi and whatnot.
She's so a lot of shit, I guess. But
yeah, I'm trying to play both sides of that comment, but I don't know. Yeah, I'd say she's more on the privileged side.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, so she's complaining that she's being treated like less than.
She's trying to say that.
Yeah,
that makes me just want. I mean, that's that's not right.
It's a little silly.
That's a little silly. I mean, especially when you're into the, you have that status, and then you're crying. I'm not trying. I'm not being treated equal. I just think that's all base.
Yeah, I
really do. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff going on. There's coke in the White House now.
Tell me about this.
Yeah.
Is Biden, Big Joe, trying to keep up?
You know what the crazy part of it is? Obviously, there's that history there with Hunter. Because he's just a fucking whack job, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He left like a kilo in like a garbage receptacle or something next to a secretary's desk or something.
I don't know, dude, but he's just going
by accident.
He's going through so much shit. And now you find coke in the White House.
Yeah.
And now you see like all the Republicans throwing on, they're saying it was Hunter, and then they're saying he wasn't there. And how stupid could you be if you were that guy to leave coke in the White House?
Well, how much cocaine?
I don't think it was a lot.
Not a lot.
But even if it's a little,
Reset that question. Ask how much cocaine. I fucked up the audio for a second.
That's okay.
How much cocaine
you had to go in and out. Okay. Yeah. How much cocaine did they find in the White House?
I don't think it was a lot, but I think, it's the White House.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think you don't put White House and cocaine together.
Never. Only
Never.
CIA.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that kind of bullshit.
Only Langley.
But it's because that guy Hunter is just he's a mess. So, when they found that laptop, and everybody knows that, there's pictures of him with, doing crack. There's pictures of him banging hookers. There's
anything in the White House? Is he doing any of that in the White House? Like the Grover Cleveland room?
I couldn't imagine that you wouldn't if you had access to that, right?
Yeah.
Let's go up in the Lincoln bedroom and exactly.
We've gone there, yeah.
Exactly. Have you?
No.
Oh,
no,
I
mean with the conversation.
I know. Yeah.
with Hunter.
Yeah. We have gone there. That's true. But what a mess that whole situation.
Now, who found the cocaine?
I don't know who found it. I don't know if it was the Secret Service.
Do you know anything about this?
All I know is that they found multiple cocaines, not just one single cocaine.
And now it's multiple?
It's multiple cocaines in the White House in different rooms. Some people are saying that it's the president's cocaine. Some other people are saying that it's obviously Hunter's cocaine, because there's been videos. Of course, when we went over the Hunter Biden laptop thing, there's videos of him.
Well, if it's the president's because it's been stepped on by Hunter.
I think it's the president's because Hunter didn't already do it.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's whatever Hunter couldn't do.
Yeah.
I believe that guy's so bold. He's probably tried to go up and say, you know what? I got to do a little coke on the Oval Office desk, like the president's desk.
Yeah.
I got a little pile there and start snorting. Yeah. When you're that brazen, your pops is just the president of the United States. You think you can get away with a lot, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. So
I will say, since then, there's been videos that came out of Biden just not blinking while doing his speeches.
Really?
Yeah, just bright eye, bushy tailed, like a squirrel on crack.
Really?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that guy's just a little bit too. He walks around like he's stoned already. So what the fuck?
He might need some performance enhancers.
Yeah, right.
Ooh. He's old, right? Biden. Nobody talks about this. I don't have anything against the guy personally.
I don't either. I just think
he's ancient.
Yeah, he's
right,
like 80.
And he seems a little bit. Like he's had some brain surgeries, which is nothing against people with brain surgery, brain issues or traumatic brain injuries and things like that,
No.
Yeah.
But at 80, come on. At 80, you got to start saying to yourself, hey, listen, let me relax. Time to sort of hang it up. You don't go out there and go, hey, listen, I want to be the president.
I want to run. I'm going to run for another term.
And I'm bumping into walls and shit.
If he's going to make it through another term.
Yeah, and you know what? Even if he's not senile, he's 80.
He's the oldest president we've had.
80.
Yeah.
Like my neighbor's 86, right? And he keeps bothering me in the driveway. And that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to stop you at the mailbox and be like, this place ain't what it was. Oh, fuck, I can't even leave my house,
What's he doing, though?
What's he doing? He's mowing his lawn every day, and then he waits for me to go get my mail. You know?
Really?
Yeah. I even, wandered through the woods like I was doing something, but there was nothing to do. I was just moving sticks, And he came up, and he just sits there and kind of buttonholes me for about 10 minutes.
Yeah?
Yeah, he'll talk.
What does he talk about?
Well, the last time he talked about how he got a heart replacement.
At 86?
86. He said goodbye to everybody. Thought he was going to die for certain.
Uh-huh.
Got the heart replacement. Came back out, and I asked him, did you have a renewed lease on life, like a new outlook? And he said, I'll be honest with you, no. And I was like, he's like, I said goodbye to everybody,
Really?
Yep. I said my wife and I agreed that we had a discussion, we had a good life, and I was ready to go.
That's
at the same time.
I know,
it's a waste of a heart.
Oh,
give it to someone younger.
I was going to be
a little more grateful for your heart.
I was going to go different there, though. So when he's telling you this, at 86, and the heart and saying goodbye to the wife, you had to be attentive, right? You had to sit there and you had to
completely, yeah,
exactly.
That's where it's worth it to talk to the guy at that point,
You can't go when that is being laid on you. You can't go, hey, listen, great, but I got to go water the fucking lawn or some shit like that.
Now you got to talk to the old guy.
You got to talk to the old guy.
Give him your time.
Yeah. But the waste of the heart, I didn't think about that angle.
Yeah.
At 86?
Yeah, he got the heart replacement, apparently, because he had to.
Wow.
And, was not, and he's not, miserable either.
Right.
He's just kind of, ready to go.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
I didn't think they would give hearts out to people at 86. That's incredible.
Yeah. I guess there's only a certain window, and if it doesn't hit somebody who's younger, they just keep going up the line, and it's like, hey, bang, you're in. Time to go.
Well, you know what? I think in the States, or a lot of people from the States who have money, they'll go to other places, and they'll get, livers and kidneys and shit like that. They'll go to,
really?
Third world countries. Yeah, those people cut out a kidney and sell it to you.
Jeez.
Can you imagine that?
I have a question.
Yeah, probably from a non-donor.
Ugh.
Do they give you an older heart if you're an older person? Or is it just the first heart you can get?
I'm not a fucking doctor, Nick. I don't know how they...
You got to look this up.
I know. What the fuck? How am I supposed to know?
What would you do?
What would I do what?
Give them an older heart because they're not going to last that long anyway?
If you're 85, you're not getting a fucking heart from me. That's for sure.
I think it's so rare to have a match that it just goes to anybody.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Right?
I mean, not to be... Anybody at 85 out there, I hope I can get to 85. You know what? If somebody put a contract on the table right now and said, sign right here, you get 85, sign it in 2 seconds.
Really?
Absolutely.
I would
Absolutely.
not.
You would not?
No.
Really?
Could be another torturous 41 years of my life, right? But you're going to be in pain.
You're not going.
No way out. Yeah,
that's true.
Worse than the first 40.
Yeah, if I had a guarantee, in 5 seconds, I was going to be dead, I'd sign that. Just as long as it's painless. It doesn't take all 5 seconds to die. Like it happens in 5 seconds.
I do feel like that some days too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I read
No, I don't mean that.
No, but I did read a story about this one guy who they gave him 3 months to live.
Yeah.
He said it was the happiest thing of his life because with those 3 months, he knew it was coming, and he's going to live the best 3 months of his life. That sound? I mean, that sounds like bullshit because anybody in that predicament, if it was me, I'd be, I'd be crying and fucking on my knees. But he was like, no, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah.
But it turns out.
But the thing was, there's a caveat behind that. He was majorly depressed. He had suffered through depression for fucking ever. So for him, it was almost like a relief,
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, life could be like that for people who are clinically depressed.
It really can.
Yeah.
Like take Anthony Bourdain. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy was like my hero.
Yeah.
He got to travel everywhere. He's a good-looking dude, pocket full of money.
Yep.
And I used to watch those episodes. I was like, man, if I could do one thing, if I could recreate what I do, and be able to be that guy, it's just amazing.
Right.
And then he fucking hangs himself.
Yeah.
I was actually depressed that day. I was like, if that guy is hanging himself, what am I?
Yeah, you got to refocus your own
exactly.
ambitions and goals and dreams.
Absolutely. Because like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It really hit me hard. I was like, and I was trying to figure out why he did it and whatnot. And it turns out, apparently his girlfriend, there was some video of his girlfriend dancing or maybe banging some other guy, and that just tripped him off.
Really?
Yeah.
Figure at his age he would have had a great many girlfriends.
You would think so. And,
not that that gets easier and easier, but you kind of like learn how to deal with disappointment more and more as you get older.
I think you have to, because disappointment is around the corner at every turn, right?
Every fucking turn.
Yep, I'm always there.
Every turn.
Yeah, every turn.
Yeah. It's how you handle the disappointment as to whether or not, you move forward.
In some circumstances, I'm thinking to myself, though, I mean, the guy had a pocket full of money. I mean, he had deep pockets.
Yeah.
You would think that guy, I mean, he could. I mean, he's Anthony Bourdain. He could find another girl in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's the guys who, are really, really bad. If you're, not to say, I'm not advocating anything out there. I'm just saying, I can see when some people are at the end of their rope, and even though they shouldn't do it, they're like, fuck it.
Yes.
I understand it.
Norm Macdonald does a great joke about it.
Does he?
Yeah, he's like, every time someone out there, like, hey, someone killed themselves, And I was like, oh, what a shame. What a surprise. And he's like, I don't find it surprising.
It's so true.
Someone wants to escape from this horrible world.
Yeah.
But not to make it, cynical or too morbid?
Macabre. I think macabre is the word.
It is the
word.
I
just pulled that one out of my ass, by the way.
It is good. It kind of leans more towards humor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But at the worst times in your life, every now and again, it's not, I don't think I've ever actually thought about killing myself, but
I have.
I really prayed that a bus would hit me.
I tell you an honest story. Post divorce,
yeah.
When the kids, I didn't see the kids for a while, and whatnot, and I was like, ugh. There were some times when I go visit them, I'd be driving back, I'd be like, okay, it's easy to turn this car and just hit the fucking medium.
Oh,
I would never do it. But when you say think, has that thought crossed my mind?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. You've never had that thought, ever?
Never seriously.
No. I don't think it was seriously.
I did want out, but I think I would be too chicken shit to kill myself.
I think I would too.
Or too brave.
I would hope
whichever
to be.
it is.
Yeah, I would hope to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people are just like, fuck it.
Yeah, boom.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday. It's past happy hour. Yep. And I think that's about all she wrote. It's fucked up.
Yeah, they live in Norway. They're sick of it. Boom.
Yeah. No, actually, it's the United States, I think, is the worst.
Really?
In terms
it's the number
of
one.
I think in terms of mental illness and all that, some of those European countries, they just walk around like they're fucking, like they're skipping in the roses.
They are. Everything's taken care of.
Everything's taken care of. They're having a great time. Life is wonderful. At least that's the way it seems. I'm sure it's not the case, but it seems often that's the perception.
I think I think it works for people who are happy enough. And then if you want more, it's kind of a right in Europe, in those socialist countries, kind of
different parts of the world.
You kind of really got to go hard in order to make a ton of money.
Yeah, I think you do.
Right.
I think what they consider a lot of money over there is not here per se, but they seem to be happy with whatever they have.
They do.
We're always trying to get the second car, third car, 2 houses, 5 houses.
Yeah, they're good with one car that's really, really good.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's our 3 cars is their 1 car, so it's a different, right?
What do you mean?
Having 3 cars for us is like having 1 car for them. They appreciate it more because they have far less and far less chances.
Yeah, we want more.
We want more. Seems to be the case. So anyway, another story I heard. There's this guy, it was a Harvard professor, and he just stated that there was a meteor that came down. I think it was almost, it wasn't that big, almost like the size of a basketball.
Okay.
But it was traveling at a speed that's never been seen. When it hit, I guess, the Earth, and shattered in these fragments. Anyway, long story short, this professor is 99% sure
It's a baby from Krypton.
It could be.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, he said that it is from whatever substance they found is from a different solar system. So for the first time, they're stating that there could be another solar system. You know, they speculated that shit. How cool would that be? Like if just all of a sudden somebody showed up or living, you know, we got some kind of alien life form that just...
It's a little freaky.
Came up to the bar and fucking ordered a beer or whatever it may be. That would be cool, though, right?
Yeah, took me home with her. You know?
Yeah.
Might be another species out there that the females like me. But are they examining it and they're finding that there's like elements in there that don't exist on Earth or something?
Apparently so.
Wow.
Makes you wonder. How cool would it be to travel to another planet, though? And let's say on that planet there was nothing but women.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. You got me right there.
Right.
Okay, keep going.
Who adored you.
Oh.
There was nothing.
Oh, now you...
that you could do nothing wrong with. But
that sounds fantastic.
It does sound fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Simple as it is.
Yeah. But then it makes you wonder. I mean, at the end of the day, I do think that I do believe in that shit. You know, extraterrestrial. We can't be the only planet.
Everything's too big.
There. Yeah.
It's too spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too organized in a way. You know, it's too orderly.
How about a planet with no traffic? No smog.
Yeah.
No people.
Fresh water.
Fresh water. Anything. That would be excellent. I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
Are you having trouble getting fresh water?
It's polluted. It's polluted. No, I'm not going to go down that route. Not that big on it.
You know what? I turned on the TV this morning, and on Discovery, just out of the blue, I saw the episode. It was, I think, a bike build-off that I didn't realize that OCC ever had anything or show with garage. What is it called? Monkey.
Gas Monkey.
Gas Monkey. Yeah.
With Fast and Loud.
Yeah. With Fast and Loud. Yeah.
One of the bigger series on Discovery.
What's his name? Rollins, I believe. Did you ever meet that guy?
Briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah, briefly.
Do you recall what they were doing? I'm not sure what the bike build was, or it was a build off between, I guess, your pops, Jesse James, and Rollins.
Yes.
Who won that one? Do you know?
I believe my brother did.
Did he?
Yeah.
He always wins.
I know.
He seems to be.
He's an overachiever.
Yeah.
He is.
Was he always that way?
Somewhat. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always done very well for himself.
Actually, if you read his autobiography, Behind the Bill.
I didn't read that. Did you read the book?
I didn't. No, I read the preface.
Did you read the preface?
Yeah.
You're like, I already know him.
Yeah.
See, I would have read it. If it was my brother, I think I would have read it just to be like, wait a minute, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Oh, maybe I should.
Yeah. No.
But do I want to call bullshit?
Yes.
Of course, not only
Maybe.
to yourself.
To myself.
You would never,
No.
You would
Yeah,
never
I haven't
call
read that
bullshit.
or my father's book.
Oh, you didn't read that one either?
His was The Ride of Your Life.
Really?
Right? The Ride of Your
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I should read both of them
I didn't
here
read-
on the show.
I didn't read that
You
one.
have a nice quiet corner, sit down,
Yeah, with a nice,
smoking jacket.
That would be cool.
And then shit
And
all
read
over
it out.
Yeah.
Read it out loud.
Turn the page. Yeah. Page.
That would be cool. I'm sure you're referenced in both books. I got to say that. Well, Nick?
Yeah, maybe. Am I or am I like, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul's at least definitely mentions you once or twice.
There we go.
That was nice of him.
He's like my little brother, I think.
How many pages is it?
130, maybe more.
See, you got 2 mentions.
That's not too many
130
pages. I thought it was like a 500-600 page book.
Not for Behind the Bill. It was a hardcover.
It was.
I mean, I was able to read it in the first day I worked there.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. So, did it sell well? I'm sure it did.
We sold out, so
Yeah.
there's
That's
that.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By doing the book or
No, he
or-
just in the shop. The books that he had sold out, and he'd
Oh,
get
this is
more,
true.
and then those sold out, I think.
Yeah.
But I think also the book deal came to a close at a certain point for new
I guess they all do, right?
Yeah, Amazon
Soon
had
they
a
have
lot,
their
though.
run and everything.
Still get it on Amazon.
They can.
Huh. That's pretty cool. Well, I tell you what.
Thank you.
That's where you do it. I think you sell it on Amazon, all that. So, If it sells out in the shop, that's one thing. But if you can sell it on all platforms, that's where you're making your money, right?
Yeah. I think I'm going to read both of their books and then take what I like out of both.
Yeah.
Like what I think the best points are and then pass them off as my own.
You should do that.
At least top them.
When I was in the biker build-off and when Michael Tuttle, won the first biker build-off.
Yes. And I originally put everything together. You know?
Well, the biker build-offs, I think were a big success for them. I mean, because that's that cross-pollination we're talking about. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then, their fans become OCC fans, Jesse James fan, like a big family. And Jesse James, remember when we went to Europe? He was huge over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got a big name over there. Obviously, you guys, OCC does as well.
Yeah, and they were breaking out all their big names, I think, in order to really see what kind of ratings they could get.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And it was live, too, so that was kind of like a new thing and very exciting.
Well, one of the things that interests me is if they're cutting, so what are they doing? They're sending 3 production teams to each location. Let's say, one to Gas Monkey, one to OCC, and then one out to Jesse. Mm-hmm. And then they're splitting those cuts together at some point?
I believe everybody had their own film crew.
Okay.
They're utilizing their own film crew from their own television show in order to do either some, extra stuff on the side or just, continue to film and then send it all to the same location.
Gotcha. Yeah. Now, is there usually on those kind of arrangements, is there an agreement prior where, one says, okay, hey, we want to have as much equal, TV time, or is that up to the producer, or is there?
Well, that's always an argument.
Is it
after the fact?
Okay, it's usually after the fact.
Yeah, people say, boom, they hit a stopwatch for every second they're on TV, so that they could launch a complaint.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. I've seen it. Or people get really, yeah. People get weird, man.
I can imagine.
People get weird when it comes to that crap.
Yeah, and I'm sure you had to deal with that, but you always seemed like you didn't really give a shit.
I didn't care how much time I got on there.
Yeah.
Ever.
I think that's probably why you got the time on there.
Yeah.
Because you didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people who were really trying to be that person, you could probably see right through that shit.
Our original producer, Rusty, C. Russell Muth, was a wonderful guy. He used to tell everybody, if you ask, you don't get on.
If you ask, you don't get on.
Don't get on. Yeah, and I never asked. Then I got on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy shit, huh?
I think without the show, without you, the show didn't drive. It didn't jive right. You had to have that, that levity that you brought to the show.
Yeah,
that was really, really cool and really, really important. And I think everybody realizes that.
Yeah,
not to sit here and kiss your ass, but
I appreciate it. It's nice to be recognized for doing something okay in life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Something so in life. I don't know if you heard of this. In Atlanta, Georgia, there's a gentleman who tried to rob a nail salon.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything?
I did.
Yeah, and he's got his hand in like a bag, but I would think it was a gun. I'd give him anything in my pocket. And nobody in the place gave a shit.
I saw the video. It was fucking insane.
Right? Normal people.
Crazy.
Not doing anything, don't care.
You know what I think it was, though? I mean, when I looked at the people there, I don't know if there were some of the workers or they could be interpreted or whatnot because they looked Asian. I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is they were just sitting there and this guy walks in, like you said, and they were like, fuck you. And this guy, I mean, they're
either used to it or they think the guy's full of shit. Are there a lot of fakers out there?
I don't know if they even understood what the hell he was asking them, but it was the funniest shit in the world because this guy basically just shrank.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I think one of the owner actually was he was actually on the phone, or he made a phone call while this guy was like, I mean, think about going back to your friends or some shit like that who knew you're planning a robbery.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. I don't know. I waved the gun around. right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Isn't everybody supposed to get scared? You know? And he's wearing a mask and everything. He fits the bill as far as like a scary person with a mask, you know, waving something around that could be a gun.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And, nobody gives a shit.
They don't give a shit. I'm telling you, this country, we've gotten a little jaded with that stuff.
Yeah, a little desensitized to violence. Yeah, like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to finish my egg roll or my French fries here.
Exactly.
Shoot me.
Shoot me in the head. I don't give a shit.
Is that so bad?
Yeah. No.
It's just what it is.
I'd be like that.
Right?
Today's the day. Today's the day, man.
Yeah, just make it clean.
Yeah.
You want my debt? You can take my debt. I got nothing in my wallet but debt right now.
Yep.
It's not even that. It's like nobody gives a shit anymore. You know what I mean? Not nobody, but I mean, it just seems like when it comes to those kind of things, we're just desensitized, Obi.
Yeah, nothing's surprising anymore. Right? When it comes to like outrageous human behavior.
Yeah.
No. Right?
No. Even, you know, you could tell. I mean, there's people nowadays, like even in the city, you see it. People like they're taking shits on the subway, and people just walking by, going whatever.
Well, yeah, let's go over here. Yep. Turn my back to that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's insane. But, I mean, this guy actually going in, I mean, that has to be so demoralizing. He had to be walking home. No, he didn't have a car, just going, what the fuck?
Yeah, I can't even make it as a criminal.
I can't even make it as a criminal.
And he could still get in trouble.
Yeah.
Right? They could still find the guy, right? So it's armed robbery.
Yeah.
Made away with nothing.
Yeah. But at the cop, if I was a cop, I would just start laughing at the video. I'd be like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, you gotta. Certain things like that, right? Nobody gets hurt. You got to be in the precinct watching that, laughing.
I said I would say this guy's suffered enough.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, just let him. That's his punishment.
How demasculating.
And how he's going to get made fun of by his friends playing PlayStation when he gets home.
Because you know he's like, I mean, he looked like he was, you know, he wasn't from Beverly Hills or some shit like that. Yeah. So anybody on TV in his area who's taking a look at that video has got to be just fucking laughing their ass off at that guy. You're right. His friends are just like, you got to be kidding me. And what do you think? What do you think they're telling him? They're probably, give me some ideas. What do you think you're telling that guy?
You'll get him next time, buddy.
Oh, his friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said you were coming back with food.
No.
You know, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, because he was maybe robbing to get some, get a couple pizzas.
Holy shit. That was a funny story, though. But it just shows it just shows you how we are over here. I think there are people, like even in this area where we're at. Yeah. The other day, I'm driving down Broadway.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is the main thoroughfare in Newburgh, and these kids are just basically on these bikes. They're like on these dirt bikes, but they're driving through traffic, doing wheelies. There's four-wheelers, everything of that nature going down Broadway, and I'm just like, holy shit, this is the norm. This is the norm. There is no police, nothing. I think that
four-wheelers, anything on two wheels I could see.
No, they were driving four-wheelers. They were basically driving four-wheelers, and they're basically they're two-seating it too. So these four-wheelers were driving down. They had these little helmets on. They were trying to pop wheelies with those, and then they were popping wheelies with the dirt bikes. It was insane.
Well, that's Mad Max.
Yeah,
it's like right? Master Blaster.
It exactly reminded me of that kind of a thing. And what was funny was there's no lights on these bikes. There's no
kids wearing helmets.
No,
really,
no. And they're tipping those bikes back. I mean,
are they whipping chains around and stuff while they're going?
Not whipping chains.
Nothing threatening.
But I got to be honest with you. I wanted to swerve, and I want to take one of them out.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, because I fucking hated it. I was like, you guys, you motherfuckers. They're just driving through, you know. There's, you know, pushing you this way, pushing you that way. It's the worst.
They're probably young and ballsy, right? They got little shit vehicles, right? Barely popping wheelies and stuff.
Absolutely.
They're cruising around without helmets.
Without a doubt.
And they probably feel invincible.
They absolutely do.
Until they hit like a corner or something, right? A broken ankle or worse.
Even worse. But it just made me. I was just thinking, holy shit, this is us. This is what it is now. Yeah. That shit didn't happen in the 50s and in the 60s. Maybe it did.
Maybe it did. I think things just evolve. I don't think they. Yeah. I don't know if they get better or worse.
Well,
I
it
agree.
seems like everything.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like a time and place. There's something to replace everything that's shitty
We're not
and everything that's good.
we're not tying our hands together, and then fighting each other with knives. So
This is true. We're not fighting with knives.
I wonder how it would have been to live in the medieval times. That would have been cool.
It's rough.
You think you would have been able to handle that?
No.
What do you think you would have been?
Like the best circle. Hopefully an alchemist.
well, you'd be dead.
An alchemist.
Yeah.
I don't know
or
what
an
that is.
apothecary.
I don't know what that is. You got to school me.
Like a guy who make drugs.
Yeah, it is like
That
herbal.
was an alchemist. Okay.
You're an apothecary, yeah.
What is that?
Same thing.
Really?
Yeah, grind stuff up.
See?
Get yourself
You
wasted.
threw two big words at me. I did not know what they
But
were.
I'll tell you what, I only know that from, Shakespeare?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
The alchemist is more like the modern day crystal salesperson. They sell crystals with magic properties.
That's an alchemist.
That's the alchemist. And the apothecary is more like an herbalist, where some of the stuff does have effects, So
Is
some
he
of the stuff.
reading this, or does he actually know this shit?
I think he's
I'm
right.
staring at you while telling
Nice.
you this.
He is
He's
actually.
right. I think he's
I didn't know if he
right.
had an invisible book. That's pretty good, Nick.
The
Now I feel like a fucking dumbass because I didn't know what that is, and now he has the definitions of them, and I'm like, oh,
I think
God.
Nostradamus was an apothecary.
Okay, so you're in the medieval times, and you're
Well, you could get whacked by the plague.
well, you could have got whacked by the plague.
I guess you wouldn't want to be like one of the people in a Monty Python film where they're like hey,
I would have been
filth,
that. I would have been
you
the
know?
guy who runs around with the barrels of beer. What is that guy?
The beer guy.
Hey,
Or
no.
the
It's usually the it's not the priest. What is it? The monks who have the beer.
yep,
Yeah,
Randy.
I think that would have been it.
mm-hmm.
That's not a bad run.
Nah.
You don't want to be way too high up there where you're a king.
No,
You're
you
subject to overthrow or beheading.
Nope.
And you don't want to be so low down that you just in
I
the
agree.
filth all the
I-
time.
Yeah.
I want a place with warm water.
It'd be like an earl or a duke.
Everything would smell so much worse back then.
Oh,
No
yeah.
showers.
And everybody.
baths, everybody. Yeah.
It just
Like
seems
pre-deodorant.
People were shitting in the streets.
Yep.
It's like modern
that's-
day, and I don't
that
mean.
happens in New
Modern day
York
San
now,
Francisco.
Okay, well, I was gonna say India, but that's better.
Exactly. No.
No, it's true.
That's in Manhattan nowadays. In L.A., you can find that all over the place.
I just shit in the street outside before we came in.
Yeah, and it's not even like in India sometimes. I mean, for a lot of circumstances, it's out of necessity.
Yep.
Yeah, in New York, it's for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But there's
I don't
just
know
as
about-
much of it.
it's crazy. It's insane. That city is insane, but it's something to see, though. There is some I mean, I'm always excited when I go in the city because you never know what's going to happen.
Never know.
You really don't.
Yeah.
And I'm always looking in, in different directions. 'cause
And you could, I don't want to sound like a creep, but I like to stare at people.
yeah,
Not
Yeah.
in a sexual way. Like people watch.
people watch.
And you can do it subway and everything, man. As a
Absolutely.
matter of fact, sometimes you got to look away from people because
Yeah.
they'll start like coming
Yeah.
at you.
Yep,
Look like they got the scabies jumping off them.
I'm with you.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
We're-
Until next time.
I'm Al.
And I'm Mikey.
And I'm unfortunately still Nick.
All right.
To hear us cover, leave them in the comments.
Absolutely.
Why are you staring out directly in the eyes?
Because I'm talking to him.
If you have any topics,
Makes
you'd like
me
us to
less
cover.
nervous.
All right.
All
Wait
right.
a minute. Should we do it again? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hit the topics thing. We've got enough of the rest.
Right? All right. If you like any...
Who's on first?
If
Thanks, Al.
If you have any topics that you'd like us to cover, put them in the comments. Right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Or
Now,
should it be a little more
both of you
elaborate?
do it at the same time for shits and giggles.
Right?
If you have any
If you have any comments, topics that you'd like us to
hear,
comment,
us cover,
put them in the comments.
leave it in the comments, baby.
Right? And we'll make it a topic.
Yeah, we will.
Great. Nicely done, guys. Bye.
See you next week.
Auf Wiedersehen.